second annual Vegas Strong 5K and 1 mile event is happening in downtown Las Vegas this Sunday. I have the honor of hosting the race again this year in its new location. It was a very emotional day, as you might imagine. Last year, thousands came out to Craig Ranch Park to support each other, friends, co-workers, family members who were at the Harvest 91 Festival on October 1st last year, especially those who were injured, and of course to honor the lives lost. This morning we have event organizer Cynthia Gainey with us this morning of Just Run, doing the event again this year, and Paige Melanson. You were there with your family the night of the Harvest Festival concert and the shooting. Your mom was injured. You were injured. Your mom's still recovering. Thank you both so much for being here. It means a lot.
Thank you.
And of course for our viewers. The Vegas Strong 5K, it takes place on Sunday. It's in a new location downtown. Let's talk about the response from last year. What did it mean, Cynthia, for folks, for people who were at that event, at that concert, who needed a place to come together just a month after the shooting, like Paige and her family and so many like her? What did it mean last year?
Well, I mean, to begin with, my husband and I decided to put on the race to raise money, for the Victims Fund, and had no idea that we would get the response that we did, that it was more than just raising money, that it was a place that people needed to come for healing and to support one another. And so we had lots of response after the race to please, continue it on a yearly basis. So they have a place to come together because we will never forget. We will remember the lives lost, and want to continue to thank the first responders and remember the survivors as well. So we have vowed to continue to put it on year after year as long as we can.
I have to say, you had your hands full last year. You handled it so gracefully. The outpouring was amazing, really amazing. Paige, I've just had really the fortune of just meeting you recently. Your mom has gone through 12 surgeries. Right. You yourself were shot the night of the concert. Tell me just, what has your family gone through in this last year?
This last year has been something that, has been indescribable. It's one of those things that you never think is going to happen to you, and then when it does, it turned our whole world upside down. Everybody has been so supportive, though, even to this day, and being back and forth to the hospital. My dad lives at the hospital and goes to work from the hospital, goes home and showers, checks on my grandma, and then goes back to the hospital. And we just got word that, hopefully she'll be out tomorrow, and if that's the case, then, we hope her recovery will continue at home, but she still has a very long road ahead of her. So this last year has been extremely difficult trying to balance just everything that's been happening. But, thanks to the support of the community and everybody around, and having events like the run to keep everybody unified is something I'll always treasure.
It's bound to be a very emotional journey for your family. Your mom was injured gravely, really.
Yes.
It was very serious injuries and 12 surgeries. Your family's been through a lot. So, Cynthia, people coming together like Paige and her family, so many teams that just want to come out. So far, you have how many registered for the race?
We have over 2,200 registered. Registration is still open. You can go online at justrun.com to register. We have over 135 teams, so it's going to be a great event.
Yeah. And you're also remembering, of course, those who were lost. How do you do that?
Well, we have some speakers that will speak before the race starts. We made a banner in loving memory of, and have all of the victims' names listed. We also have another banner where we're going to have all the participants sign that will hang up, and they can write any little messages or if they want. And just the people coming together and sharing their stories.
It's very emotional. Yeah. Paige, you and your dad are going to be speaking at the race on Sunday as well. Is it hard for you to talk about your mom's injuries and what y'all have gone through? But what about hope for the future?
I feel for our family, we've always thought of talking about it as helpful for us, because we want to serve as an inspiration for those who are still struggling, because I know we still have our days that we struggle. And so if we can just, for right now, talk on behalf of my mom until she's strong enough to tell her own side of the story, we want to share as an inspiration of hope, and that even in the darkest of times, there's still light and there's still something to live for and have a positive outlook on life, and we're not going to let one man's action determine the rest of our life. And so with every uphill battle that she's gone through, I mean, baby steps are celebrated, and we just look forward to the future and the day that she gets to come home for good.
Because you told me the doctors didn't even really expect her to live.
No.
I mean, her injuries.
Last year at the run, she was still on life support.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm so happy for your family, your mom,
you.
and continued healing for her. And it would be, I can't wait to meet the rest of your family. You have a huge team coming on Sunday, and the teams are just, they're from everywhere. They're from out of state, they're local.
We have a lot of California teams.
Yeah.
So we're just encouraging everybody. I mean, we have a 5K and a 1 mile. You can walk the 5K. You don't have to just run it, or you can run the 1 mile. We just want everybody to come out in support of all of us that are Vegas Strong and in solidarity of one another. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Well, thank you so much for doing this again. And it's a pleasure to be hosting. It's the Vegas Strong 5K 1 mile. It's this Sunday again. It's downtown in a new location. We'll have the link on our website, of course, for you to register. And we thank you so much for being here. Continued love and support for your family, Paige. And we'll see you on Sunday. And we'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us.